Jamie Dornan is a Golden Globe-nominated actor whose memorable roles include the rather creepy guy in the hit show The Fall and an Irish patriarch in the Oscar-nominated film Belfast.
And now he's back for season 2 of The Tourist. Jamie plays a man who gets amnesia after an accident and has no idea who he is or why people are after him.
And we want to get to all of that, Jamie. I just have to tell you, though, my daughter's first grade class is here today. They're milling about. I don't know if you saw them. They're wandering the halls.
That's amazing. I saw them on TV.
She's also the best mom ever that she's created.
I brought
this
him here,
trip.
but you're a girl dad.
Yeah.
And what's the best part of that?
Just all of it. The sort of monumental challenge of it, you know. We never see them from the front. That's just
that's just your family
I've
role.
never seen them from the front.
We don't know what they look like.
I don't know what happens on the other side there. I presume they're just as cute from the front. I don't know. Yeah, no, look, it's the best. I don't know any other way. You know, 3 girls, so I just don't know how I'd be as a boy dad, or I'm not sure I could deal with the energy. I'm someone who has a lot of energy anyway. I'm quite hyper often, so we wouldn't cope if there's 3 hyper boys in the house with us.
But you're kind of a sensitive type too, right?
I'm very sensitive too, and I think that is beneficial to be a girl dad, definitely. Yeah. I just love it. Like it's mad, and they often just, you know, any version of 2 of them, it's usually okay, and throw the 3rd in, and they're just.
Yeah.
I have 3 children, and 3 is a hard. It's a strange arrangement.
Yeah.
It's a strange arrangement. It's a good way of saying it. Yeah.
So you met your wife 14 years ago.
Today.
Today.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Well, we're sorry that you're with us and not with her.
Where is she?
I think the picture at the Oscars is probably a better picture than.
No, that one is the best. What's happening on that? Is that an indoor COVID?
A movie I did called Barb and Star, go to Vista Del Mar.
Oh, I love
Bob and Star? We feel like we are Bob and Star.
We love that movie.
You don't do yourselves a disservice, you know. But yeah, so we had a bit of a, because that was all during COVID, and they sent these packs with like blow up seats and pina colada making sets and all this stuff. So we had a bit of a premiere at our house. But yeah, 14 years ago today, my wife has been here in New York with me. She left this morning. We've been having a bit of a holiday, and 14
You met her
years,
on a staircase?
We met her on steps in our friend's backyard in LA. And she was sat on a step, and I was outside, and I was introduced to her. And then I proposed to her on the same step, not that night.
That would be weird.
I thought about it. I thought that wouldn't be that cool. But you know, a few years later, proposed to her on those steps, and then our friends sold that house in LA, and they chipped off a little bit of the step. So I have, you know, like people have a piece of like the Berlin Wall and stuff.
Yes.
I have a piece of the step that we met on a little sort of bag. Yeah.
How sweet is that?
Let's talk about your project, because this is kind of an interesting concept. You're a guy with amnesia.
Yes.
So how does one go about preparing for a role like that? Like, what do you even do?
The total opposite of how you usually prepare. You know, because usually you're finding all this, or if it's not on paper already, you are developing a whole backstory of the character if it's not given to you, and this time you're actively trying to avoid knowing anything about it. It's actually a really nice exercise, because as an actor you're always just trying to keep it fresh. It should be that every piece of information you hear is new information, but for this character it really is. He really is hearing this stuff for the first time, and it's a great way of sort of keeping you like just like sort of ready, I felt, you know, and just trying to keep really closed off to any sort of influence of what you could know about this guy, you know. So it was a very different exercise for me, I have to say, going in, but I did love it.
Well, we have put the rolling hills of your home country of Ireland not only behind you to make you feel comfortable, but also this season takes place there. Your character's going back to figure out who you are. Yeah.
So the first series is in the Australian outback, which is a very different vibe to this. And actually, it ends up being a totally different character in the show. You know, a big part of the identity of the first series was the Australian outback, and a huge part of the identity is Ireland. Yeah, they didn't kind of get all the answers they needed to when in Australia, so they come up with a plan to like go back to Ireland, try to find out some people who really did know him before the accident, before he lost his memory, and piece together who this guy was and why a lot of people seem to want to kill him.
It's action-packed. You're doing all of these crazy stunts.
Yeah, I love doing that.
You like to do that?
I still feel like I feel pretty able, still just. And I think while I still feel like that, I want to do that.
all the things.
I want to push that.
Yeah.
Although I am, the day I land back from New York, I'm getting an MRI scan on my back, so maybe...
Oh, no, did you injure yourself?
I'm just, listen, you get to that stage.
We have a great chiropractor and physical therapist.
We know somebody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you're here for longer, you got to see Jason.
Jason's the guy.
Big up, Jason.
All right.
Jamie,
thank you so much,
Thanks,
Jamie.
guys.
Season 2, you guys, is great. The Tourist hits Netflix on Thursday.